Well, hello, Covenant Grace, and we are so excited to bring you what we are calling Doctrine and Devotion, which will be a journey through what is called the New City Catechism. And you would have seen that there's a link available, and we'd really encourage you to download the app onto your devices. And we're going to be having a discussion every Wednesday night, taking one of the questions from the catechism. And the three of us are going to be having a chat and looking at why doctrine is important, and in particular, how it affects our devotional life. And so, Mark and Jade, maybe you could weigh in and just give us some thoughts on why this would be an important thing for our church to track along with.
Well, I think, first of all, just having a look at the content and knowing a bit about catechisms, I would say, it takes the blurriness away from who God is. And as Christians, we actually can say, okay, this is actually what I believe. And then in that, we're sort of driving truths into our hearts, sort of building a more solid foundation to be Christian.
Yeah, for me, I never did a catechism growing up. It was actually quite a weird concept to me that there would be any form of official learning in the church to that degree. Learning was always like just on a Sunday, hearing a sermon, or perhaps in a community group. But what's really nice about catechisms is that point of bringing everyone together and on the same page. It was definitely something I wanted to see more in the church. As I grew older and became more mature in my faith, I always wondered why no one could come up with the same answers, or why no one knew what the next person believed. You know, people that sat next to you on a Sunday and you weren't always sure. And I think that's just really important, that we do know what we believe, why are we here, why are we part of this church, what are the truths that connect us, not just to the people sitting next to us or across the screen, but to believers throughout generations, that kind of unity, which is very cool.
For sure. Awesome. So the New City Catechism is a very condensed version, rooted and based on a couple of other longer catechisms, the most famous ones being the Westminster Larger Catechism. There's also a shorter version. There's the Heidelberg Catechism. Some of our listeners may be more familiar with the Apostles' Creed. It's in a similar vein. And so it's a body of truth. But what's nice about the catechism is it's question and answer based. And so we'll be asking the question each week. We'll be discussing the answer together and how that applies to our lives and to the church. So before we give you details as to what this is going to look like for us every Wednesday night, I thought I would just read one sentence out of the Westminster Larger Catechism. And they were discussing in the intro the purpose of catechizing and learning doctrine. And I just found this last sentence really helpful. The goal, brothers, is to live in faith and love, and that the Lord may delight to dwell in the midst of us. And I think that's just so warm and rich, that we're not just learning doctrine for the sake of becoming intellectuals, but because we want to grow in our relationship with the Lord, and we want the Lord to dwell in the midst of us. We want to learn how to love the Lord with all of our hearts, but also with all of our minds. And so we're inviting you to join us every Wednesday night. So if you're part of Covenant Grace, or maybe even from another church or from another country, you're most welcome to join us. We would also see this as complementing our community groups. And so we would really encourage our community groups to watch us have this chat. It's about a 20 to 30 minute chat. And then maybe you could have a Zoom call and discuss what you heard in the Doctrine and Devotion session. So we really are asking our community groups to use this as a tool or as a series, and then to get together either probably best afterwards for a community group chat. And if you're not in a group, you are most welcome to join a group. Jade, how can parents leverage this in terms of with their kids?
Yeah, so what's nice about the New City Catechism is that you can actually download an app for this. And so it's free and it's available right now for anyone who wants it. You can get the original app, or you can also get the one or the version for children. And the questions and answers are actually exactly the same. They're just shortened for kids. That means if you as a family would like to track along, what's nice is that parents can be informed, parents can learn and grow, and then you have this tool to help you to communicate that to your children so that they can be learning and growing alongside you, which is a lot like the Gospel Project, actually. So the way that all of our kids in Covenant Grace are learning the same things, but just at a different level. Now you can sort of put that into practice in your families. So I would definitely recommend families downloading the app, so it's on your device wherever you are. But then you could also like grab a book. They sell these. I think I just picked this up at CUM the other day. This is almost exactly the same as what you'll find on the app. So you don't have to buy this book to participate with us. It's nice, short, concise, devotional length. So that's nice.
Awesome. Here's what it looks like. I don't know if you can even see that because of the lighting. Anyway, that's on my phone. You can download it. It's in the App Store, and it's free. So get it. It's a great resource. So we're looking forward to doing it, kicking off next week, Wednesday, the 5th of August at 7:30. We'll be live on our YouTube channel, and we're inviting you to come and join us. Looking forward to seeing you then.